Women need to be aware there is a certain type of Jezebel that does derive satisfaction from luring their husbands and boyfriends into betrayals. By that I don't mean just affairs, but money spent toward unsavory industries. You can fill in the blank on that. I was urged to select this photo, and I saw this woman's brother in a dream. They said focus on this photo, and by I don't mean this specific individual per se, but I would say that this model, this individual, does have a strong look that I would associate with the tribe of Whitesnake. You don't see very often, let's be honest. Let's look at, most people are not that good looking. Not like that. She has a brother. And they keep unto themselves, this family, if they're born into it. And I had questions. I was like, what does she get from this? I mean, it's been years since I've been in a relationship, but I see this sort of betrayal going on, and the men are reporting back to this type of person. It's enough to scare me out of not wanting to get involved ever again. She has attempted to dispatch her men in my direction in order to ensure that I will be used and abused and beat to a pulp. And the news of such a thing would make her happy. And I spoke with her brother and I said, I don't understand what she gets from this. Why can't she live her own life? What's going on? And he says, well, it has nothing to do with you, dear. She's trying to secure love and approval from Daddy. Because Daddy himself feels inferior around the feminine ray. He has trouble recognizing she exists to begin with. He has trouble giving her credit for her abilities to begin with. How do you derive love and acceptance and approval from somebody who's averse to perceiving that you exist anyway and probably throws money your way to get you to stay away? She's trying to emulate his characteristics, thinking that it'll bring her closer to him in his eyes. And I think he showed up in Dark Clouds, the good one, the good brother, and he loves her very much, and I believe he showed up, wanted me to post this so he knows that the beans have been spilled on her. And this woman, or these people I should say, have been in a shadow around my suffering and the secret and around me in my life, and in more people than more people know. And this explanation makes it easier for me to forgive. And between the two, I'll tell you who's easier to forgive. And between the two, I can tell you who I'd rather throw darts at. But that's an area of forgiveness I need to bring to the foot of the cross someday. And what does he get from this? I have an idea. False sense of importance. Perhaps. And she has shadows too. Get a closer look at that. That's an energy attachment. She has a dark. If that were a spirit with a name, I'd say that's Ralph. She has an energy attachment. I'm gonna take a closer look at that. I sure hope that's a hair out of place and not what I think it is. And the brother, he assured me that because of the presence of their energy is stimulating, I mean, even with your eyes closed, because of their bloodline going back to ancient history and not being completely human, that they are not safe to operate. And because, some of them are born ugly, but when they're born good looking, they have an interesting look, that they themselves are targets for human trafficking, and they themselves are not safe to operate outside of their families' closeness. And he assured me and he showed me, yeah, some of them have been abducted into Montauk and abused for rituals underground by inferior lines that are trying to emulate their characteristics. So it all goes deep. How deep do you want to go? I pay the price. I probably won't live very long, which is okay. But I feel paralyzed when they do show up. I feel like I can't move. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful to have the answers. To me, that's been more painful than anything, is not knowing why. So maybe she'll consider investing her energy into love and acceptance in a way that can reciprocate, and not from daddy, from somebody who can't. He may not be capable, due to his heritage, may not be capable of reciprocating. So, I'll post this. I have a feeling I'll be in trouble if I don't. So, this is going on Facebook, and I'll stop there.